Hi children, hope that all are safe and healthy at home. Today we are going to discuss about the topic of matter. Yeah children, whatever the objects we have, either it's living and non-living, have mass, and also it occupies some kind of a space, right? Anything that occupies space and has mass is called a matter. If you see here, whatever the object might be, it is occupying some kind of a space and has mass. We consider this as a matter. Therefore, rubber ball, books, wooden cupboard also contain matter. Here children, what is mass then? The amount of material which contained in an object is called mass. For example, the mass of a glass bowl is the amount of glass in it, right? Similarly, the mass of a book is the amount of papers in it. And also children, the material present in the side table and the cupboard is same, means both are having wood, right? The amount of material present in the side table is less than the amount of material present in cupboard. In other words, the mass of side table is less than the mass of cupboard. Yeah children, the more is the amount of matter is an object, the more is the mass. Yeah children, let me now discuss about the topic of volume. The space occupied by an object is called volume. Yeah children, let me give some of the examples like sun, moon, stars, air, water, plants, clothes, books and cars. Occupy space, right? And has mass. Hence we can say that they all are made up of matter. Matter is mainly made up of tiny particles. These tiny particles are called molecules. Molecules can further be broken down into smaller particles called atoms. Yeah children, so if I keep breaking this chalk into smaller pieces, will I be able to see the molecules and atoms? No, we cannot see them with our naked eye. They are much smaller than a grain of sand. Millions of these tiny particles together form a chalk. Here children, let me now discuss about solids. Here children, solids have definite shape and volume, right? They are generally hard and rigid. In a solid, the molecules are packed close to each other. Even when we want to lift them or place it anywhere, the shape will not change. It will be occupying same set of a space. Let me give you some of the examples like glass, plastic, stones, paper, table, clothes, etc. Let me now discuss about the properties of solids. They are going to have the definite shape, definite volume and definite mass. Here children, let me have the look at the activity. First we must take a pencil from our pencil box and place it on a table. You can do it easily, right? Now cup your hands and fill some water from the sink in your kitchen and try to carry it to the wash basin of your bathroom where you are able to do it easily. Now we see that water keeps dripping from between your hands and little water is left in the time we reach the wash basin, right? Therefore we can see that water is not a solid, it's a liquid, right? Here children, let me now discuss about liquids. Liquids do not have fixed shape. It can take up the shape of the container they are poured into. They also have definite volume. For example, a liter of milk, whether it is filled in a packet or a bottle, it will remain as a liter itself. Here children, the oil starts dripping down into your hand. It is because it can flow from one place to other place. In liquids, the molecules are not packed as close to each other as they are in solids. They can move around freely. That is why liquids can flow. Now we know that oil started dripping from our hands, right? Yeah, children, let me give you some of the examples of liquids like water, milk, oil, petrol, cool drinks, etc. What are the properties of liquids, children? It has definite volume, definite mass, no definite shape. They can flow. Here, children, let me have a look at the activity, right? Firstly, about gaseous state of matter, right? Firstly, we are supposed to stay in a closed room and should take agarbatti stick and matches. Take a agarbatti stick, ask your parents to light the agarbatti stick and stand on one side of the corner. Now you move the stand on the other corner of the room. Wait for 5 minutes. Can you smell the fragrance of the stick? Definitely yes, the agarbatti fragrance has spread to the other side of the room as well. Yeah, children, this is one of the activity that we can say that gases can spread over the around the room or over the space even. Means gases are not stable, they can spread. Gases neither have a fixed shape nor have a fixed volume, like liquids and gases also flow. Gases occupies the entire space available, therefore it do not have definite volume. It has the reason why, and whenever we spread a perfume or a light or an agarbatti, the fragrance spreads over the room. In a gas, the molecules are far away from each other. They move around freely in the space available to them. For example, when we want to fill air into a balloon, it blows up and also it spreads over the space or over the air, and when you release the air from the balloon, the same air spreads all over the room. It now occupies the larger volume. Let me give you some of the examples like air, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, water vapor. Let me know what are the properties of gases. It has no definite shape, no definite volume. It has definite mass and it can flow. I hope that everyone understood the topic of 3 states of matter about solids, liquids and gases. Thank you. Have a nice day.